looks like you got
Uh-oh.
it.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
We hope you enjoy our video.
All right, hello everybody. So today we are going to do Quadrant stenciling. I think that's at least what I'm gonna call it. So what I've got here is I have one of our card bases, and then I am actually going to pull in a few colors and pull in some of our blending brushes. So if you guys have seen, we do have a new desk organizer that I've put them in, so this is awesome, like that. And so the colors that I have here for us to use right now are Flamingo, Sundance, we're gonna use Lagoon, and let's use Periwinkle. Why not? So to do this technique, I am going to need a little bit of masking tape. I do have scrap paper here. You can use it if you want to. You don't necessarily have to, but we should be able to just use our masking tape. So I have the 4-inch. It is still available online, or we have some in our store. If you don't have this, you can always get the 1-inch also online. You can do the same thing. You just got to be a little bit more careful with the 1-inch. I'm going to cover more surface with the 4-inch. Our masking tape does rip easier than washi tape. So as you see here, I just have to get it started. Very easy to get it started. You just kind of have to go across it with your nail, and just be gentle, kind of like wrapping paper or anything like that. You got to be gentle with it. And then we can pull it. If for some reason it doesn't pull nicely for you, remember to just get either a heating tool or something like that to warm it up, and that way the glue will kind of reheat itself and then become re-sticky, and it'll actually peel better. So you can do that. All right, so I'm just using my T-ruler here to lay piece 1 down over my card base. And then let's use this again. These quadrants do not have to be even, and I purposely am gonna make them not even. All right. So we are going to start with Flamingo. I'm basically just gonna take my brush, and like I said, I'm on my all-purpose mat. I might actually just put a piece of scrap paper under here just to make it easier for cleanup purposes. But I am just going to take my bristle brush and just fill in this quadrant. I am going a little bit darker towards the center where the focal points are going to meet. But as you see there, we've got some really nice color. All right. So my first thing is I'm just going to take this one up. And using my T-square again, gonna line that up the best that I can. It's honestly better to be seeing a little bit of pink than to be leaving a white line. So I'm just getting that as close as I can. I could have used the other side, so I'm not going over the pink. See how it sticks up a little bit? That's just because the ink underneath it is wet, so I'm gonna hold it down a little bit. Then we're just going to take this, once again, darker in that center region, and we're going to venture out. All right. Just like that. All right, let's pull this bigger one up. Doesn't that look so cool? I did get a little bit on my all-purpose mat, so just gonna take my chamois and wipe that up. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. So now that I've got those lines, I can use the T-square again, but I'm just gonna lay that down. I can actually flip this around so I have the different side. And that seems pretty even to me. And think about this. I'm actually gonna go and do this one first. This is much easier. So doing this one first and then laying down this one at this point. All right, so we did Flamingo and Sundance. Let's do our Lagoon. Perfect. And then this last quadrant does not matter how we put it down because they will be covered both ways. And remember now you got two things of ink, so you want to kind of make sure that it sticks to the edge, so when that pops up, we can hold it down as we are using our brush. This one I just cleaned, so you can see no ink coming off of it. I know my hands are inky from other projects today, but just be careful of some of the curling. You can always get brand new pieces of tape every time you do this. Voila, we have our quadrant. It's okay if it's not completely perfect. It is good enough. I love how that looks. All right, we're actually gonna keep our scrap paper. And I'm actually gonna pull in an older stencil that we had. It is this fern stencil. It was really pretty. This was from our Dream Maker workshop. So if you have this, you can use this. But we are gonna do something else with this and make it more of a quadrant stencil. So I'm going to be doing this one stencil right here, this bigger fern, but I am going to be doubling up the colors in the quadrant. So I know that we've done double stenciling before with the same ink. You know that it gets darker. So we're gonna just do that with this in all 4 quadrants. So I'm gonna start with the periwinkle and work my way around. For this, I am putting a lot more pressure and getting a lot more ink. So also in between these, I am gonna wipe the stencil, because if I wipe the stencil, I do get some of the excess ink from the last or the previous color off. So that way, if the stencil moves, it's actually very easy to find because you've got the impression from the last thing you inked. But it's easier then for that masking tape to grab the stencil if you wipe it off. Oh, and for things like this, be careful that you don't get that. So you might want to mask other sections of your stencil if they are showing. And it is okay if the stencil moves a little bit. It shifted a little bit on me. I am rushing a little bit, but it still looks pretty perfect. There are no mistakes in scrapbooking. Remember that. All right, wiping that off. I'm going to line this up again. And there you have it. So isn't that absolutely awesome how you can make quadrant stamping or stenciling a thing? So just using some of that masking tape and then using a stencil on top of it. We have just now used a few different techniques that we have. And something else that would be really awesome just to add a little pizzazz to this card is if we took our Spectrum Noir metallic markers. If you don't have these yet in your craft supplies, we do have some in the store. I just have to start this one. And we can actually just outline the leaves here too, just to get a little bit more dimension. And there you have it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Another fun thing to do with these, which I don't know if we've done it before, but I'm going to do it now, is you can actually shimmer brush with them or splatter with them. I'm just going to give it a little splatter pizzazz there. But there you have it. That is our Technique Tuesday, our quadrant stamping. Make sure you check out Thursday's video to see Throw It Together Thursday. Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below.
Wild thing.
Wrong holiday. Oh, it's Christmas time. Yay. Okay, bye.
Soup.